Well, now it's time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and the registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki.
Hey, George, how are you?
It's been a minute.
It has been, but I am so happy to be back this week.
I'm glad to see you.
And I know that we've had lots of things that we need to discuss, but before I go too far,
Okay.
I want to congratulate you.
Oh.
Because I heard...
What you heard?
heard that you were being honored as one of the pioneers in journalism and media on the 21st of September here at Syracuse Stage.
This Saturday. How about
this
that?
Saturday coming up. Okay, you got to be...
I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited to share with my other colleagues in the business the work that we've been doing, especially to tell the stories how we see the African American community, the joys, the triumphs, the inspiration,
right?
All of the above. So it's been pretty exciting, really getting to for this opportunity, and I'm grateful that. Cora Thomas.
Exactly, Cora Thomas, because I know Cora has put a lot of effort into this,
Yes.
and the play that's being shown in coordination is...
It's called Thoughts of a Colored Man, because it's Black men in media that's going to be honored, and the play is called Thoughts of a Colored Man, and it's also celebrating Ken Jackson 30 years in publication for the Urban CNY Syracuse Constitution.
You know what, when I hear that Ken Jackson has been doing this for 30 years, then I thought about myself. I've been Brackens Financial Solutions Network for 30 years. I've been in this industry. 30 years can go like that.
It really can, and so it is special, Vicki, to be recognized in the community, and I'm just honored.
Well, congratulations to you, because it's well deserved.
Well, thank you.
Okay, and I have a couple more announcements. Are you ready for
I'm
this?
ready. Let's go.
Listen.
Drum
roll.
Okay.
This is real, because I've been asked this probably every week when I
What
run
have you
into
been
someone.
Asked?
What's going to happen this year with the Jazz Cabaret?
Okay.
So, the Black History Month Jazz Cabaret, tickets will go on sale next week. This year's performers will be Gerald Veasley and Miss Jasmine Gint. Now, everybody knows Gerald Veasley, but I want all of those alumni out there from FSU, from Florida State University, to get ready, because there's an up-and-coming, incredible jazz saxophonist who's also a vocalist who will be accompanying Gerald Veasley. Her name is Jasmine Gint. Tickets go on sale next week. The date is February 23rd.
February 23rd.
February 23rd, and again we're holding the event there at the Marriott downtown.
Syracuse,
and there were lots of sad faces who tried to get tickets at the door last year, and we sold out very early. I expect again for us to sell out very early this year, so pay attention to cnyjazz.org site for you to get your tickets next week.
Let me tell you, and you have not been to this event, it's a fun event. You get to see Vicki let her hair down.
Yes, you do.
Yes, she does. It's a lot of fun, and the food is good, and it's a great event. I'm assuming there's going to be food in it.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, I was like, oh, wait, is there going to be food?
Again,
No.
we have to thank the Burns Foundation.
Nancy
and Jim
Bill
Burns.
That's really, really nice of them.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And the last announcement
One
really
more.
is this.
Yes.
Congratulations to Melanie Littlejohn.
Yes.
Who's being honored in early October.
Melanie Littlejohn, Vice President at National Grid.
That's right, okay, as part of the Focus Syracuse Wisdom Keepers Award, which is an amazing award.
It really is, and for congratulations, Melanie. It's so well deserved, and so many people have benefited from her wisdom.
Yes.
She's like a behind the scenes
exactly.
person. Everybody knows her, but she's behind the scenes. And you know what else? This sister still remembers who she is wherever she goes.
That's true.
And I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that about Melanie.
Now, let's get down to the money.
Let's talk about
America's Money Maven must get back to the money.
Word.
Okay, now I asked for suggestions.
You did.
And as far as topics for us to cover, and one of the ones that I got very early was the fact that we need to have some conversations around how to handle debt when you feel like you're drowning.
Yeah, when it's over your head.
When it's over your head.
Right.
Okay, all right. Good. So let's step back for a second.
Sure.
If you recall, we talked some time ago about the need for visualization.
Yes.
And you're thinking, well, Vicki, I can visualize it. I see all these bills here on my desk or on my kitchen table. So I know what the debts are.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that I want you to visualize how you got there. Not the end result of all the bills, but what decisions did we make to get there? Because this is, I love JT. You know, your fitness guy.
My fitness guy.
Okay.
He working a brother out.
Yes, he is. Okay. But what he says is it's a process. It is not an event. And a lot of times when someone asks me how to get out of debt, they're viewing it as an action that's a singular action, and really getting out of debt and staying out of debt is a process. So we need to go back for a second and just first of all look at what steps, what things took place to get us to the place where we are. In many cases, I would say it was not actually visualizing also what the impact was going to be, because we are running these days so much, and we've talked about this before, George, where when we swipe, use electronic.
Right, instead of cash.
Instead of cash.
Right, because I remember one of the strategies that you suggested that we do is use cash.
Use cash because you feel cash leaving versus when we swipe.
Okay, right? Yeah. Well, I was going to say something, because right now they're dangling in front of us the new Apple products.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Now,
right.
it's just $649, so many payments a month, but it's still $649.
Exactly.
Right?
So stop and visualize. Look at all of those bills that you have. What decisions did I make to get me here? Because you don't want to repeat those decisions. Second thing, though, which is extremely important, you are going to need a strategy in order to possibly consolidate and get rid of all of the multiple payments that you have.
Right.
And that strategy, whether or not you'll be able to utilize a cash management or consolidation strategy, is going to be driven by your credit rating. Why am I pointing this out? Sometimes what happens when we get overwhelmed with debt, we tend to shrink
And accumulate more. Right.
And not pay attention to how we are paying our bills. You must stay on top of the minimums to be sure that you can maintain your credit rating, because one of the strategies may be to put all of these debts together instead of having multiple payments, which basically is going to be more expensive, consolidating those debts into one payment so that we can reduce what's necessary on a monthly basis, and then start digging out of the hole.
You got to dig.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to dig. I think that's the point you're trying to make. You have to dig.
Yes, you do. Okay, so step one, first of all, visualize how I got here. Step two, now take an assessment of what is there. What are these debts? Step three, stay on top of what your monthly obligations are, and then find a person, a professional who can help you walk through how to consolidate and reduce your out-of-pocket expenses on a monthly basis. It's called a debt servicing.
Right. Is that somebody like you or somebody else?
It could be me.
It could be you.
It could be me, but it could also be someone in the consumer credit counseling
Right,
area.
that's what I was asking, because, I mean, your investments and all these kinds of things, but for that kind of thing, they're specialists.
Typically, they're specialists.
And they make arrangements with creditors and all that stuff.
Exactly. Okay, with the consumer credit counseling service, which is more typically where I would actually refer someone to do that.
Then come see you after you got.
Okay, but I
at the same time, both ends, right?
Exactly. In the process of structuring a financial plan, we have also worked through debt consolidation, but it depends on how deep the debt is and what we have to work with and what your situation may be, because you may also need someone who has the authority to work with your creditors to get you some abatement, to get you some relief. Okay, and that's what CCC is really, consumer counseling credit is really all about.
You know what? But there are people, there is some, how do you put it? There's a little bit of pain in that process.
Oh, there's lots of pain in that. Don't say a little bit. There's lots of pain.
I was going to say, because you do have to give up your credit cards.
Yes, you do.
You got to snip.
Yep, you do.
Right?
Okay.
And people don't want to do that.
Well, listen, if you're not prepared and you're not willing to do the things necessary, what did we talk about before? We don't want to have any conversations about how woe is me without a strategy.
Right, you said that.
Okay,
You
so
said you don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. Because at some point in time, you've got to make a decision that if you're going to change and you want relief, change is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Change is, and there will be some pain. I'm not going to pretend that there's not going to be any pain involved.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So at this point in time, I just want to remind everyone that you should like us on Facebook.
At the Brackens Financial Solutions page, yes?
At the Brackens Financial Solutions Network page. You should go onto YouTube because we're now up to 81 episodes. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And also...
And by subscribing, you get notified every time there's a new video.
Exactly.
How about that?
And this week's video will be up, okay, along with everything else that we've had in the past.
This is a keeper, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, I think it is a keeper. And finally, if you need to reach us, feel free to reach out to us as far as any questions are concerned at brackensfsn.com or at 315-930-4499. And George, at this point, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, Vicki is welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC.